Hey everyone, today I'm going to be playing some solo Call of Cthulhu using the Investigators Handbook from the Miskatonic repository. You can pick up a PDF of this on Drive-Through RPG, and it basically just allows you to play Call of Cthulhu with just yourself and this book. It's pretty well laid out, and I'm not going to sort of go through the rules of it because I think there's sort of other videos around that explain how you use this. So I'm just going to pretty much jump straight into it, and you'll probably be able to figure out how it all works just by playing it. So I'm going to be using the starter set. And a pre-generated character from the starter set, who is Wentworth Avebury, language professor in Arkham. Yes, I'm going to be running with him. I've got a few other little bits to maps. I've got obviously the introduction rules from the starter set, the Mansions of Madness book. I'm going to be using these because you'll probably find that you need little things to trigger ideas. So I've just got those that if I just need to find something or look for something, I'll just randomly pull it out of one of those books or one of those sheets. So yeah, let's get to it. Yep. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's jump straight to creating a scenario. So step one, create one or more investigators to play with. We've already got that because we're going to be using the pre-made character from the starter set. So straight to step two, read up on the question answer mechanic. This chapter, yeah, I've already run through that anyway. So create a scenario, chapter two. To generate a scenario. So we are. So here is a list of some scenarios, fairly open-ended. You get your creative juices flowing. If they're not your taste, use the verbs table. Well, I'm going to use the scenario table. I've played through using this a couple of times on some different sessions just on myself. So I quite like these scenarios anyway. I think they're quite good. So we're going to get D100. And that. Let's see what we get. I roll a 20. 20 is a convoy passes near your house. Many military vehicles and a large truck, which has all the windows blacked out. What are they carrying in there? Okay. Next step. So how did we receive the quest? I think this is a little bit. Let me just jump to, because you're going to be journaling a lot with this. So basic thing. I mean, if it passes by the house, you'd assume. I don't know, let's have a look. Love it when you've got a dice box and you still drop it on the floor. So that's 23. The news report. Okay. The convoy passes near your house. Okay, so near the house. So we saw on the news. Oh, that's a point. We're going to need to figure out. say it's in Arkham, or yeah, it's going to be in Arkham. It's going to be the obvious thing. So chapter 3, journaling. Right, so let me just jump straight down to chapter 3. Here we are. So we need time. So let's say let's say it's Monday morning. No, actually. Saturday. And so Wentworth Aubrey is currently reading the paper. So I usually do on my weekends. When all of a sudden an article draws my eyes. On which I read of a small military convoy passing through the streets. Do I have a map of Arkham up? I don't know. This one's quite good. So this book's the Great Old Ones. It gives you a calendar and stuff. I had originally, but it gives you loads of maps in here. I just don't know if it gives you a map of Arkham. Illustrations and maps. Here we are. I don't think it does it? Never mind. Okay, so where will it pass by? I'll tell you what, I like to use Mythic as well as a kind of Q&A. Where's the chart? Sorry, I'm looking for chart. Here we are, fake chart. It passes by. Where's my 200? So does it pass by residential, straight 50-50? 85. So it does. Okay. So it passes by residential. So the news report can be streets. We're passing through the streets of a residential. Excuse my spelling. Neighborhood. Yeah, I did mean that. This will involve a lot of street closures today. It's movable. So this has piqued my interest. I am a language professor. Why will it pique my interest? Do I have any interest in military? No. But how old is he? 58. I'm going to probably set this between World War One and World War Two. So let's say 58. He was probably in the army for the First World War. So he's probably just interested in maybe going along and having a look at a few of the military trucks. Yeah. So I decide to head out to where the trucks are passing, just to take a walk and see trucks. Because, you know, it likes remind him of his military time. So let's say wrap it all up about 10 a.m. then I start to head out. So now we get to the interesting part where I've put a new timestamp entry in the journal, which then means that I need to roll. Roll for story. After you've begun your scenario, you roll all D100 story direction every time you enter a new block. So story direction. There you go. Story direction table. Add Mythos points. Well, Mythos points are 0. We'll come on to that if we pick them up. So story direction 78. Danger. Nice. Discovery. Danger. Here we are. Danger table. What do we have? 21. You feel a threatening presence. It is tangible, a spirit, or something malevolent nearby. The verbs table can have more detail here. Okay. Let's just copy that over. Verbs table then. Where we go. With D10, we get 10. So 400, 430. That is shout. Okay. In the streets, I suppose. Make. Stop where it's see a few of going by. Maybe I'm on the wrong another verbs table. 7 300 and everyone's favourite number 69. 369. Counts. That's better actually. No, that gives me an idea. As I hear someone shout, make out they are saying. Can I? Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll see if I can. Let's make a listening test roll. So my listening is 50%. Let's see if I make a successful listening roll. 41. No, I fail. So I can't make out what they're saying. Can I make out the language though? Are they speaking English 50-50? 88, yeah, they're speaking English. Right, so they're speaking English, but I can't make out what they're saying. They suddenly run out and try to jump in front of the trucks. They continue shouting and soldier pounces. Yeah. He pounces on them and quickly bundles them into the back of a truck. Now, why would I want to try and investigate this? Perhaps, okay. Yet again, I have dropped a dice. Perhaps I know this person. Let's say likely. Because I'm just trying to think what would draw me into this adventure now that as a language professor, am I really going to, want to investigate this if I don't know who they are? Okay, so let's say very likely. Do I know this person? 44. No, I don't. Okay, so why? All right, so let's continue to move on. Let's not break the flow. Let's just continue to move on. I feel a bit easy. Witnessing that. So I continue on my walk, and then on my character sheet it says that meaningful locations, quiet woodland space where he can listen to the birds and relax with a good book, because his wife Jane has died, so he likes to sometimes just relax. So that would be. Then his traits is he's inquisitive. Right, yeah. So he's just gonna continue on my walk to a local park space. where I can ponder on what I just. So it's piqued his interest, but there's no real drive for him to get there yet. But 11 a.m. we've reached the park, but that means new log, which means a new story direction. 70. Danger again. 64. The weight of all your discovered weighs down on you. Make a sanity roll if things have been bad. I wouldn't say things have been bad though. Okay. You know what? Sometimes it's your own game. I won't tell if you won't. Let's roll another story direction. That's not driving the story forward. 55. Discovery. Could potentially be a bit more interesting. Discovery table. 9. You discover a clue or something directly related to the uncovering of the mystery. Roll on the clue table or verse table, your choice. The context of your skill roll, this should tell you what you discovered. So the skill roll required is either archaeology, charm, history, intimidate, listen, occult, persuade, psychology, science, or spot hidden. I feel instantly drawn to spot hidden, but I don't know what my spot hidden is. 50% spot hidden. What have I got? History. What's my best stuff I've got? Language, obviously, because I'm a language professor. But listen is 50. Spot. Can't. Don't really have a lot of good stuff. Let's just do a spot hidden. So my spot hidden is 50, so 50-50. Might get this. 82, I do. Nice. Right, successfully do that. I'll make a check next to that if I want to continue. 82, spot hidden. Right, so now let's go to the clues table. I really should have clues table. Should have used that in the first place, shouldn't I? Really? Yeah, right. So what do I spot? 90. Empty liquor bottle. Okay. We're just making a note of that. Success. So this era of prohibition, that would be a bit more intriguing, right? So yeah, that gives me an idea. Okay, so I remember. Then I yeah, and that's CAT. Look at it a little more closely. And the bottle is my best language. Latin, Greek, Egyptian. The bottle's Greek. The bottle is a Greek brand that I remember from my days stationed in Greece during World War One. Then I think a little more and remember seeing this very same brand in the hands of the person who was shouting. Right, piquing my interest now. Right, it's the weekend, not much to do, so why don't I head down to the local police station? Surely he would have been arrested. A little bit intrigued as to what and why. Or reporter. There must have been reporters around. Okay, so where would I go first? Reporter, maybe. Side, head to the office to see if anyone covered. So it takes me, what, about another hour? I like doing things in hours, it's easy. Right, so it's midday, 12 p.m. New story direction. Right, we're getting somewhere now. I feel like we're actually driving somewhere. Story direction. 11. Downtime. Okay. It makes actually sense because it's lunchtime. So first lunch. So I decide to pick up. Okay, so downtime is my downtime. What's that? 90. Mild disturbance, vision, dream, hearing something wrong on verbs table for details. Okay. Six. 200s. 288. Peed. Okay. 400. 406. Peed. Resist. What if I have a little trouble with alcohol? turn the bowl over and over in my hands. Fingers in label, and I can smell sweet taste. Used to drink it. Singers, the horrors, or into struggle. No few. I know a few places where I may be able to buy similar to this. Temptation is strong. If I do go, I risk getting person. What skill can I use? Constitution, intelligence. Intelligence, maybe. Intelligence. So intelligence is 70. Hold your nerve. 25. Nope, fails. Resist. So there I go. Toppling off. Drink some alcohol. Oh, how much time do I waste? Let's find out. Well, at least it gives a bit of a D100 and divide by 2 to get the exact minutes. I'll tell you what, right. How many hours? Shall I roll a D4 or D6? Let's do D4. D4 rolls 1 hour. Okay, not too bad. I lose an hour to my vice. Intoxicated. I'm slightly drunk. Let's see how that plays out. Can I only be good? So that's a new story direction, which is 26. Development. Label. 42. You are met by a seemingly neutral player character. PC example: a cop on the beat, wandering local. But here is seemingly. They are probably neutral, but possibly not. Perhaps they are secretly praising you. Don't know yet. Okay. Well, reporter obviously fits the bill. However, alter who was the scene and is covering a small story. The disturbance. I need a character. I need an investigator. Do I have one? There it is. Let's have a look inside the Mansions of Madness book. See if they have any investigators. Must have some private investigators, some investigators in here, surely. Wife, housekeeper, cook. If not, I'll find one elsewhere. I don't know if I've actually got anything. Right, if I don't find something quick, I'll just. Here we are. From the Cracked and Crooked Man. Oh, newspaper editor? Report. Right, so I meet Joe. Joe Virelli. 28. Make a note that this is in Mansions of Madness, age. I just want to run back and have a look. So he's a trainee reporter and photographer. Technically, he's the only official reporter. Oh, yeah, that's right. So we'll keep him as a trainee reporter and photographer. A tall, attractive, and lanky man in his late 20s, of mixed Italian and African American heritage. He wears a slightly shabby suit and is rarely seen without his trusty, somewhat beaten up camera. His wavy dark hair is cropped short. He has a keen look on his face and usually has a pencil tucked behind one ear. Traits: eager and easy talker, always good. Role-playing hooks. Like his boss, can provide local knowledge once he catches up with the investigators. Okay. Yep, I like that one. Right, hello Joe. Easy to talk to, that'll be good because I am slightly drunk. Right, so what's he going to tell me? We've taken pictures. So I tell Joe, I'm like, hey, look, I was there as well. I noticed that the guy, I couldn't hear what he was shouting, but I noticed the bottle in his hand. And funnily enough, I went for a walk and I found the exact same bottle, or the exact same branded bottle in the park. Oh, Joe. What? Remember? Show bottle and explain to him what it is and where I. It's from Greece. Yeah, I remember it from when I was stationed out there during the war. I've never seen one since I've come back to America, so to see two in one day is very intriguing. Joe says he has a picture of him holding the bottle, so we can prove that proves that what I'm saying is right and what I saw was right. Let's see if does Joe remember, or did Joe hear what he was shouting? So we will call that 50-50? I don't know. Could he? No. Let's see, 50-50. 48. No, he doesn't. So Joe couldn't. He's like, yeah, I couldn't hear what he was shouting either. But the guy looked distressed. He was shouting. He was waving the bottle at them. As he was shouting at them, he was waving the bottle at the truck, and then the soldiers pounced, took the bottle off of him, and threw him in the back of the truck. So Joe's just starting to. Should I say maybe the bottle's an interesting part of it? Joe's like, maybe it is. Maybe it is. How about? So Joe was just about to head down to the police station. He's like, why don't you come with me? You can produce the bottle as well. If they have him in custody, you can produce the bottle and you can show him as a piece of evidence. Yeah. Always nice. Invites me to join him to the police station. Invite me to join him to the police station. So I can tell them more about the bottle if he is there. However, do I trust him? I'm smelling of alcohol. He's going to take me to a police station. I'll freshen up first. Time to freshen up. Yeah. This is the thing. How many minutes? Was it D100 and divide by 2? So it's 63, so let's round that. 63, so half of 63 is... Let's round that down. So let's say 50. I spent 15 minutes freshening up. How long have I spoken to him for? 42 minutes. So that's over an hour now. So, and then travel time every half hour. So let's say it's 2:30. I don't trust him. Is all I can say. '69. Find, observe, hear something that tests your sanity. Make 4 rolls in the verbs table, then refer to the mythos table to gauge the appropriate level of the event. Nice. So this is while I'm travelling in his car because he's going to drive me there. So 4 rolls on the verb table and then the mythos table. Nine, so 430. Shouting again. Okay, right, so we've got shout. Again, 420. Scavenge. Scavenge. 7. 381. 381. Provide. Shout, scavenge, provide. 0. 10. 400. 404. Research. Okay. In the Mythos table, where's the Mythos table? Spooky table? That's the Mythos table. Okay, so maybe a Mythos points table. Right. Okay, so let's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll a d4. Let's see the level of the event because I don't really know. 1. Okay, so it's a little unsettling. Plus 1 Mythos point. Let's make a note of that. Sanity roll. Oh, don't tell me I've forgotten how to do sanity rolls. So roll over your current sanity, you lose greater amount of sanity points. You roll under, you will lose less or none sanity. Right, okay, yeah. It's one of those mental blocks. Right, so my sanity is 60. So I've got to roll 60 or under to get 0, and then not 1d4, -2. 46. Okay, so I'm fine. Something unsettling. Shout, scavenge. Escape. Helpful. First. However, dreams. Most memories surrounding war. Scavenge, provide. was shouting. There was chaos and looting everywhere. Stumbled upon old cash. The thing was, these was the liquor filled the brim with sleeping. Never seen them before. Not in any shop or on any captured, killed enemy. It says gunfire. Make our way into some abandoned, bombed out building. Crate. Strange markings, maybe. Let's do that. There's shouting. He took the bottles. Interesting plot point. Let's wake him up. I don't want to go too much down a rabbit hole there of where my mind's taking me, but yeah, I'm feeling like it's going to be this sort of, these bottles are not normal liquor bottles. They're only found in this cache, and they were like locked away or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's where I'm going with this. I think. And then awake with a pop, and we arrive at the police station. We speak to the person at the desk. Now comes the interesting point. Oh, that's my recording. Now comes the interesting point. Oh, they're actually holding him. If we speak to the person at the desk, I'd say it's 50-50. We tell the person at the desk what's going on. He's a reporter, he's doing a story, just, are the police aware? First of all, are the police aware? 50-50. I'd say it's probably very likely that the police are aware, because they would have been called. I'd say it's nearly certain, actually. Because they would have been there cordoning off the street. So it's very. So what's that? Six. No. Police were not aware. If anything, that's a extreme. It's an exceptional no. So an exceptional no is. The answer is the opposite. Yes, Mia. It intensifies. Not only were they not there, they weren't even police teams. Not only was the police not involved in closing off the streets, they were not even aware. But something more like a secret military operation, maybe. Let me speak with. I didn't even know where we were supposed to be closing these streets. Let me go speak with like a higher ranking officer. How has he come back with? Maybe the verbs table. Nine, 492. Witness. Okay. So he comes back. So he comes back and he's like, all my superior was told was the army were moving their trucks and they were closing off the roads themselves and the police weren't allowed near it. It had nothing to do with the police. It was military only. It was like, but we've already had a witness of a person claiming, it's like, this is strange. It's like, because the person, that's it. So the person next to him on the desk comes back with some papers and overhears us talking about what was going on. And he then says, you know what, this is really strange. Like literally an hour or so ago, we had someone coming in claiming that a friend or relative or someone they knew and was there on that street with has been abducted by the army and they don't know where they've taken them. It's like, I thought it was just a crazy person. Yeah, so he comes back. So his superior only was told of a military movement and police were told to stay away. Another officer comes in with some papers and a coffee, because why not? That's why he was away. He overhears us talking and then says how a person came in claiming their friend/relative was taken by the army and doesn't know where they are now. He took basic details down but dismissed them as it just sounded a bit too far-fetched. Because law enforcement, military, why would the army kidnap someone? Maybe they're just a raving lunatic. It is Arkham after all. We need those details of that person. Let's try and persuade. I mean, how friendly is he? How friendly is he to us? Does this have NPCs? No. NPC statistics. I couldn't remember whether like NPCs are like nice or not so nice towards you. No. Um. Tone of exchange. Here we are. So this is for the police officer. I'm going to have to wrap it up soon because time's ticking on. I only really want to do an hour and we've passed that now. So I'll end it. Let's just get some information out of the police officer and then we'll end it there and pick it up again another time. Right, so what's his tone of exchange? 1, 2, 3. He's not going to be hostile, is he? He's either going to be friendly, civil, or indifferent. That's for 1, 2, 3. So let's roll D6 and half it, D3, let's say. And number 3. So he is indifferent. So he doesn't really care. Outcome table. Ooh. So does he give us the information just straight offhand about this crazy person? We've got 26. No. So he's not gonna. He's gonna need a little bit of persuasion, but he's indifferent, so it won't take much. What's my persuade like? Persuade is 60. What about the reporter? Let's have a look at the basic stats. Patrolman, police detective, intelligence agent, investigator. Persuade, is there? Because it doesn't have really stats for Joey in the mansion, I don't think. Let's just see at the back. Sometimes they list stats at the back of the book for the people. Okay, here we are, characters. Yeah, we do. Skills, writing, charm, history, listening. No, it doesn't have persuade. Though he does have charm, but charm is at 50. My persuade will probably be a little bit better. Let's try and persuade him then. Right, I shall persuade him. 60. And I've got the dice. Okay, let's persuade. Persuade's at 60. And I roll 34. So I get it. Okay. So I'm able to persuade him. I'm like, look, can you maybe maybe we can speak to the person, get some details, save your legs, let's just, and we'll bring back, so we'll promise to bring back, if there's anything in it, we'll promise to bring it back to you. Do a little bit of your work. Or if it's just a wild goose chase, then you save your time. Time manage. The officer giving us person's details. Right, so Name, age, and address. Should go back to the NPCs, shouldn't I, really? The occupation. So let's find out who they are. It's a bit of understanding. We've got 63. 63 is a drifter. Makes sense? So, and that is obviously then why he thought he was a raving lunatic, because he was a drifter. Right, so where would he be held up? Some sort of hostel, wouldn't he? So he gives us the address of a hostel. He said he was. I just assumed it's a man. I think I'm just going to roll with that rather than trying to draw anything else up. Sometimes it's always best with these just to go with your gut instinct. He's currently standing. Promise if anything comes from it, we will return with all the evidence. We'll leave it there now. Yeah, because time's getting on, and I really didn't want to push more than an hour. Yeah, so that is the start of our investigation. So to sum up, we're just sitting there casually reading our newspaper Saturday morning. Something catches our eye about a military truck parade. We head down. We witness a man shouting, waving a bottle at a truck. He gets jumped on, gets bundled into the back of a truck, drives off. Now I'm go for a walk, sit in the park, discover the very same bottle that man was clutching, or a similar bottle, when I get up out of the park. And this bottle, I have memories of it. During the First World War, we found an old cache, strange writing and symbols on it. It was smashed open. We smashed it open, took the bottles out. Mine goes blank. We'll pick that up later. Go to the police station. The police weren't involved with closing up the street, but a drifter has come in earlier. Oh yeah, I forgot and went to the reporter, didn't I? Came with the reporter. Still don't trust the reporter completely. Just want to point that out. I want to make sure I remember that. Let me make a note of that because I'm not sure if I did or not. Just put trust question mark because I don't know if I trust him or not. So yeah, and then the other police officer then tells us that a drifter came in, complained that a friend or acquaintance or someone he knew who was there with him was abducted by the army. Police dismissed him, took some details but dismissed him. We've persuaded them that let's just, go and check it out. It's probably nothing. If it is nothing, then, we save you the trouble. If it is something, we'll come back to help to give you what we found out. That way you don't have to get up out of your seat. So yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it there. It's getting a little bit more intriguing now. Yeah, there's definitely something surrounding his backstory. The character, what's his name? Wentworth Avebury, who spoke Greek the First World War. Probably there was then taken on as a bit of an interpreter in the army. There's perhaps something surrounding this bottle that's a little bit more personal to him than than he maybe remembers right now, but we'll see where this goes. He also has a little trouble with alcohol as well, which may actually may even start from the First World War with these bottles. Maybe it was like something addictive. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed the first part of Wentworth's adventure. And yeah, I actually look forward to. I didn't really know. I didn't plan anything up. I was just literally rolling this up on the fly. So the adventure's actually quite hooked me now. I was worried that it was going to be some sort of adventure that I weren't going to be interested in, but no, it's actually working out pretty well. So thanks for watching and listening, and hope to see you again in part 2. Thank you.